Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are with the final. It's going to be Immunity up against Curse. These guys have faced off many times in the past. Here they go once again. Best out of 5 series, first to 3. We'll pick up the 2,000 pro points. The second place team, of course, 1,200. Myself and Myksta bringing you all the action for the next, well, probably about an hour, maybe about 2 hours, perhaps. See how they go as these guys got the lobby finally set up. Just the Chileans leave there, though. Nice having you around there, Billy, but he's going to have to come back in and hopefully get this one back up. Perhaps his classes weren't ready. Who knows? But Myksta, best out of 5 series, Immunity and Curse. Straight off the bat, who are you going to tip to take it out?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, Immunity taking off for recently the ACL Brisbane up against Curse. I mean, it's up against these two teams all the time in the recent couple of months. From the Call of Duty Championship qualifiers from both Melbourne and Sydney. Then we had, of course, Curse going so well over in the championships. Then after in the season for Sidegame, the circuit, both Season 2 and Season 1 as well. And then just carrying on. It's always been these two teams. They always make it to the finals and they always take each other on. And it always goes either way. We've had teams going wins for either side. But I think Immunity, if they start off to an early game, I think they can take it. But then again, I'm calling to go down to the final map.
Final map, rightio. So it'll be the 5th one, of course, with S&D. Now, that'll be S&D on Octane if it comes down to that. Domination on Strike Zone to kick things off here, ladies and gentlemen, though. These guys get set up ready for action. S&D Warhawk and then Blitz on Freight. Now, they're definite through. We'll have to see, obviously. Could be a 3-0. Now, we did see 3-0 in the final at ACL Brisbane recently, last weekend. It could be the same thing happening again now. We may not. May go the other way around. May go 3-1, 3-2. Mike's just saying all the way number 5. I'm sort of... I want to say number 5, but I can sort of maybe see it go to number 4, and that's it. It depends on who gets the S&D, in my opinion, because I just think, you know, the respawns tend to just usually go in the one person's way, but even if it has to go both DOMs. We'll have to wait and find out, though. These guys back into the action, they'll get set up and good. Now, I'm going to kick things off with Immunity. I haven't seen Immunity at all today in regards to their playing. Now, usually you would see Naked go towards B off the bat here, off this spawn, outside of Pro. More recently, though, we have seen a few more players actually pushing and challenging inside of Pro just to keep some teams guessing. And that's what you have to do when you keep playing as the same team so often. You've got to change up a few little things because you get known so well, so quickly. But I'm still wouldn't be surprised to see Naked, you know, straight into B, try to get that cap going. And Immunity, we've seen them time and time again. Once they get B, they leave a player in there just to defend it because they just like it so much. You know, it's the bar, it's their home. It's pretty much cheers for them, for those that remember that show. And these guys will be getting set up and good to go in a matter of 30 seconds. But it will be interesting to see. Let us know. Hashtag ACL2K via Twitter. Tweet at myself at Bio Acid at Myksta94 or at ACL Pro. Let us know who you think will take out the series overall, not just the domination on Stripe Dome, but the series overall, and what the scoreline will be. Will it be 3-0, 3-1, 3-2, or will it somehow magically be a 2-0 and the other team can't connect for the final one? That's going to be wrap games done and dusted. We'll have to wait and find out, but these guys getting set up and ready for this action. A few people in the chat, we thank you for sticking around for us during that time. We have to just get the lobby and up and running. But here we go. It's Grand Final 2K Series. Here we are.
You mentioned that you want to go on board with Immunity, and you know specifically you didn't sort of mention player, so I want to actually jump on board with Fighter because he's actually pushing on forward straight over onto this B Dom site, and you're going to be seeing Nade's going to be going out as well. Buzzin and Shocks are there with him, and they're getting shots as well. Fighter will be able to pick off that kill. Chileans does take down Shocks, but Fighter will be able to actually should be able to secure that B flag. Now the Curse side, they're spawning over on that C. They're going to be actually pushing out through Pro, and the callouts are going to be happening from the player that is actually on that B stairs. And you're going to be seeing them get those kills as well. Curse have managed to actually push on through, but they're dropping numbers as well. The last remaining player is actually over on that Boxer side. That's going to be Chileans. Going to pick off 1 kill before rotating back over, but the final point still stands. The Immunity have that A and B control. They're going to try and just work it from there, but Chileans now trying to go over to that B flag.
Naked here at C stairs from the Immunity side of things, trying to hold the Curse squad down that C area. There's a 3-piece. He can't get any, or he just got 1, sorry, but he can't get the rest. It's going to be damage. He takes down. Here comes Fighter from behind, though, to try and sneak in the back door. And we'll try and pick up maybe a neutralization here at C. Now, they have lost B. He's just touched it, though. They're going to know that he's there. And they're going to be coming their way. Oracle might engage. One player top on that bridge area, but they didn't worry too much about it. Naked 2-piece there. Damage it is A. And then Chilean making short work of Shocks. But there comes Buzzin as well. Den's the only one up here for the moment. Trying to defend down at A. Can't get the second one. Spraying every which way. He has neutralized it, though. There's damage to help him out. But there's a 2-piece for Shocks to make easy numbers down. And here comes Izzy perhaps. Can he get the second one? Need to pick up 1. Naked up high to pick up Chilean. Izzy still there. He comes down the steps. Pre-firing, and that'll do the job. The scoreline in regards to 23 to 21. 2-point game. Minute and a half gone.
They're going to want to try and make something happen. Easy, quick A-cap here for the Curse side as they try to make something happen. They will get taken down from those beer stairs, though. You've got Chillin just watching over B. Den's just going to be sitting outside watching boxes. He'll get taken down. And Izzy now over on the A-flag as well. He'll get taken. Fighter with a nice double kill. He'll try to secure this A-flag. He should be able to go ahead and get it. Immunity actually wrapping back around to try and go over to the C side. One player, I believe, actually spawned there. So Immunity just straight on the board, capping over to this B side, trying to just flip it straight over and try to just block them off coming out of C, trying to pick off a couple kills. We have Naked off to a good start, taking down one, but it does get taken down. Shock's now looking for another. He'll be able to pick it off, and he knows there will be one more on this B side, but gets taken down by damage, I believe, as he tries to secure that B, and he just couldn't get it all the way. But he does, believe, oh no, he didn't even get the neutralization, so he does just get taken down. His team now trying to push on over, and you know, it's still 37-34, extremely close, and that's just the first quarter of a domination strike zone.
Coming to that second quarter now, 4-point game. Of course, Immunity in the lead for the time being. Buzzing lowest scoring there, 4 and 6 lowest scoring from the side of things for Curse is a 3 and 6. Of course, all players from Curse do have caps to their name. We know Buzzing doesn't like the OBJ that much unless he has to. Big knife out from Fighter though, as a 3-player drop for a moment. In comes the Samtex. Fighter still alive though, and there's the hit. Nice little shot out from Dens to pick up Fighter as he tried to stay alive. Top C stairs. Prenad's going out. Naked, aware that they're going to be coming for B. Shocks is there to help him out. Can he get the 2-piece here? There's one. Can't get the second though. He's going home hungry, it would seem. Fighter now coming to try and pick up the pieces. He gets a 2-piece of his own. Buzzard picks up one. 4 players down for a moment. Well, Dens comes up with that fresh respawn here. Trying to defend C. 2-player there. Can't get the second. Shocks making very short work there up near bridge. But Curse regaining control of their home flag. But they only had the one, and Immunity started to sneak away a little bit by 15.
I just want to know the fact the only players to actually get double-digit kills so far are the Immunity squad. Fighter on 10, Shocks on 12, and Naked on 10 as well. They're trying to push on out. Fighter will get dropped. The Naked trying to push on over to defend that A flag. He will be able to do so successfully. White is actually pushing up through Souvenirs though. And he's going to actually wrap back around to those stairs. He gets tags on, but he won't be able to pick off the kill. His teammates are there. They're trying to push back on down to the A side and trying to get a couple of shots over to the B stairs, as you can see there on your screens ideally. And you see them being able to fight it with the double buzzer with the single. They're getting taken down shortly after, but they're keeping control of those flags. That's the important part, and that's how you see the score currently 73 points to 52 with 57 seconds on the clock. Immunity just increasing that lead by maybe not having to get every single kill, but regaining the kills that count over on those flags and being able to keep those points.
You know, I'm changing through Curse players at the moment, but all I'm seeing is red followed by red followed by red. And over on the Immunity side, of course, it's white for days. And here with Fighter right now, and you know, he's just picking up this A flag once again for his team, solo capping while his teammates are around the B area defending middle part of the map. But here comes Curse a little bit now. 30 seconds left. Might be a little bit too late during this first half. You know, if they can close that gap just by any part, they'll be happy. But Fighter's hip fire is on point right now. Picking up that 2-piece moments to go inside a bar here. 20 seconds left. Time's ticking on away. Looking at those scoreboards for the kills though as well. Den's the only person going positive from the Curse squad, and he's breaking out a nice little neutral now to 13-13. The rest of the guys all pulling up minus numbers, and his damage. He does have 4 caps, but he's almost minus double. He's minus 9 overall there in that regards. And right now, it would seem that while Curse do have the final kills there at the end, you know, it's a 26-point game, it looks like. Coming into the half, so strike zone, small map. You know, you can get around to flags easily, but Immunity's shots in game on very much points right now. With a little bit of a lead coming to the second half in the following 5 minutes will determine if they can get the series lead 1-0. Well, can Curse bring it back? Now, like I said, you know, 26 points is not that much, so it is very much doable on a small map like this. It's all about the rotation and just holding those flags down.
They're going to try and actually push straight over onto this B flag. Is actually going through Kitchen. He gets the knife kill. He's actually going to get, he's going to get the double knife kill. I don't even know what to call that because he got the knife kill. The player was actually behind him, so he had the perfect opportunity to go and kill him. I don't know what happened if he tried to go for the knife, failed it or whatever, but Izzy just turns around, looks over at the Kitchen and gets the knife kill and is able to keep that B flag. That's the sole reason they actually got that B flag over there secure for them. And that's the only flag they got. Immunity trying to just trap the bit over on this B side, but you know, Izzy's just still just running wild over here on these boxes.
Yeah, Immunity having those 2 flags now, and Immunity can just chill back and get those points. Cracking on up once again. You know, they're up by 42 points now. As I say that, sorry, 32 points. And we're just going to see the 4-minute mark coming down now. Buzzing trying to defend A little bit there, but they will sort of just losing it a moment ago. So now Immunity, only of course the C flag in their hands, trying to defend it. Naked inside a bar here, picks up damage. One more player out wide. That's Chillins in front. He'll take down the 2-piece. One pushing through Kitchen. One to his right as well, coming in from Keggers, and it's going to be Des to take him down though. As Buzzin Picks up Dens in that background, and Damage is trying to make his way in the kitchen, but there's players all around. Hops giving it a jumping inside. It was Fighter to take him out. As we look over from the scoreboard, 3 players gone from Immunity, though. Fighter's still up, and he's Hero B soloing it once again. He jumps off the flag, though. He's got teammates coming in to help him out, and they should be able to grab that, but they are losing A, so they have to be careful here if they can't get out of bar.
You called it early in the last transition. Every player seems to jump on board, just keeps turning to red. You said it specifically for the Curse side, but I'm jumping aboard with just both these teams, just going up and down throughout the rosters there. And every player I just seem to jump on board with Dice, so it might just be just a personal curse there. But I mean, you're going to be seeing these players Damage going 12 to 23 with 6 caps and actually topping the board for his team in terms of points. But yeah, I'm still jumping on board with players, and everyone just seems to be dying on me.
Oh, they are. We're going to see Den's the only one down for a moment now. All 8 players are alive for at least 3 seconds there. That's got to be a new record in regards to this one. Damage 2-piece there in the background. Picking up Naked and Fighter, I believe it was. As now Buzzin getting dropped as well. A lot of players there. Curse. They've got 3 inside the bar. All 3 getting picked up, though. As Dens was trying to down there to defend on the A front. Managed to keep them away for the time being, but they're just pushing on through. They're not even going for it at the moment. They've got a bit of a lead here. Not by much, but it's a lead nonetheless. We come into that final quarter as Immunity now getting set up to try and grab this play back. Buzzin's neutralized A. He's got players pushing him. Echo the Samtex, and there it is. The Chileans taking him out. One more player coming out of Pro, but Buzzin should be able to grab it. Oh, but the nade comes in from Damage to shut him down before he can. So, like that, it's only a 16-point game. 2 minutes left. Curse very much alive in this right now, if they can hold 2 flags.
I mean, it's still close. I mean, 127 to 111 as Denzel was able to actually get that kill. Damage with another. He needed a reload. Unfortunately, couldn't get the kill over in the middle, but Izzy will try to get a couple of shots in to pick that one off. Damage as well behind him. Trying to push on over into B is the Curse side. Getting shot in the back, unfortunately, they will get taken down, but Denz and Chilean now over on that Pro side. One actually over on the C flag as well. And they do have still that A and C control now. No one is actually over on the A side for either of these 2 teams. And that's just really an open flag at the moment as Immunity is trying to push on back on down. They know that it's too close to really just stop contesting on any of these flag points, and you see Naked now trying to push on forward. His teammate did die in front of him, and he will die unfortunately as well. Shocks is right there to try and make something happen over on C. He's right behind the statue, will be able to pick off the kill. His team will spawn there, they'll get the quick cap, and they'll be able to hold that 2 flag advantage, but as they do that over on C, they will be losing that B control, and one of their players is there, Buzzin, ready to push on over onto this B, and unfortunately just couldn't get the double.
Yeah, Chilean was there waiting for him. He got the call out from his teammate, of course. Izzo got picked up outside there at storage, and just as they came in through kitchen, now they are losing A as well. They do hold B. They've got to try and get the second flag back. It's down to an 8-point game. 1 minute left on the clock as Immunity should be able to get a 2 flag advantage back in their hands. Now they will. The Curse is still fighting alive. 50 seconds on that clock now, and time is ticking on away. As Chilean watching outside of Pro, in goes to Concassi. We'll hit 2 players in there. The call will go to his teammates, hopefully, who were down there at A. They were to pick up that A flag for him. 38 seconds on that clock right now. It's going to come right down to the last moment if Curse can hold this 2 flag advantage for this remaining few seconds. But there's a 2-piece that they sort of need. You're going to have Fighter and Buzzin down there near that A side of things. Off the respawn, Fighter will be able to pick up that A flag. It seems he does. The big name's coming on in. Naked's there to defend. Now, Naked's done a lot of damage from this corner in the past, but they know where he's going to be hiding that time. Shocks is down inside at B. He'll get picked up. Can't neutralise the flag as Izzy picks up a 2-piece. It's now down to a 10-point game, a 9-point game as to say that. And Immunity will take out game 1. Domination strike zone up against Curse AU here. And, big game to kick things off in this final between these 2 teams. Coming right into the wire, 9-point win for Immunity. Now heading to the next one here, Myksta. S&D on Warhawk. Larger map than Freight, obviously. Warhawk, both these teams play it well. It's going to be an interesting one.
It definitely is, and I mean, that domination strike zone is exactly what I expected to see here between both these 2 teams. The top 2 caliber teams in the Australian-New Zealand region. Of course, arguably the 2 best teams in our region at the moment as well. You have Fighter dropping the 32 bomb in that domination match. I mean, you called it. That's how close the domination was between these 2 teams. We've got the S&D coming up next. We've got the Blitz after that. And possibly, depending on how things turn out, maybe another domination, maybe another S&D after that as well. But I still think every one of those maps will be as close as that domination was, if not closer. If that's as easy to believe or hard to believe, who knows? We've still got that more action like that coming up next, but S&D, I might have to give it to Curse for that one.
Just looking at the scoreboard, Buzzin, the only player from Immunity going negative, -2, 21 and 23 he pulled out on. And then you're going to have from the Curse side, everyone going minus, but, it's, what was it, like a 7-point game. he came down to. So, or 9-point game, sorry. It's a massive effort there from both teams. Total captures were there as well. 18 caps in total for the squad from Curse. And then over from the immunity side of things, they've got a total of 15 caps. But, ladies and gentlemen, we may not even go to a break, actually, because these guys seem pretty set and ready for action. They've already done what they're going to change host. Best of 5 series, they don't need to for game 2. I think it's top seed 1, 2, and 3, and then bottom seed 4 and 5. Anyway, if it does come down to that. So we should be sticking it out on this host for the next 2 games at least, and then we'll change over for the remaining 2 if it has to come down to it. But we might just stick around and get set up, because it looked like they were pretty keen and good to go. So, of course, once Izzy changes off broadcaster mode and back into the game mode. But let us know in the chat. Let us know via Twitter, like we said, at Bio Acid, at Myksta94, at ACL Pro, hashtag ACL2K. Who's going to take this one out in the finals? Who will get the 2,000 pro points? Who will go home with only 1,200 pro points each as well? I think everyone at the moment is up on the pro level in that regards for total pro points for MLG, obviously, after efforts at most recent events, obviously, at ACL Brisbane, over at Champs, at the qualifiers, etc. And big news, obviously announced this week as well. Immunity off to Anaheim later this month, so they're looking forward to that. They're going to be enjoying some nice LAN event over there. Obviously all the Australians back home will be supporting them when they go over there. 5th seed, they're going to the pro bracket, 70k prize pool. It's interesting. It's going to be good to see. And of course, they have their core 4 there. They got the king, so to speak, old fighter, who they don't want to leave home without. And this time they don't have to, because he is. The age isn't the issue. Shock's got the approval to go away and for the exam. So these guys are keen ready for action. Just get your thoughts, Myksta. Put you on the spot. How do you think they'll go at Anaheim? How do you think?
I actually think they're going to do really well. I mean, we don't know. Currently, there's been a rough bracket that sort of has been released, and you don't know who they're going to come up against first, but it's going to be one of the NA teams. And obviously, for any of those NA teams to be in that championship bracket, they're definitely something, and it's going to be a tricky match. The winner, I believe, if would go up against, I believe, the winner of EG versus whoever they'd be versing. I don't think that's released either. So it's still going to be a tricky matchup from the get-go. And I think it's a double elim bracket as well. So it's still going to be a tricky match. They're going to have to play on point from the from the very beginning and just show the world what they can do with their core 4 lineup. It's the first time, as you mentioned, that they're going to go ahead and have that opportunity. And I think Fighter's itching to just show the world what he can do.
Well, hopefully they'll perform well. I'm sure that no matter what some people do question, their seeding position, getting 5th seed going into this. It was, and that's someone like, it was Triton, aka Curse, who got 5th at Champs. Why does that matter when it comes to a different competition altogether, and why do a different team get it? That doesn't matter in my opinion. They're going out to a massive event like that. They need to be going in strong. They took out a local event here. That's all that really matters. If teams want to fly over to Australia, compared to our events, and get the opportunities that the teams that win those events get, then by all means do that. But if you're not going to up the ante to come over here, when we have to up the ante to go over there, then you can't complain when we get offered positions like that 5th seed. And that was one of the things that sort of bugged me off a little bit on Twitter, and I went off at a few people in that regards, because when it comes to Twitter, people know I don't really care. I'll just tweet whatever I wanted to whoever at any time. But here we are with S&D on Warhawk, and the attacking team will be the immunity squad. And I'm circling through the players. Look at this. We got 4 ARs. We got 4 R5s. I'm not sure what I'm seeing.
And the interesting part is to have the actual hybrid or thermal scopes. The other 2 have just red dots in it, and you don't normally see them all rock the R5. You normally see one at least with the sub to just try and make something happen. Actually, an A side push here for these 2 for the Curse side, and one player was there to meet, and they were actually able to try and make something happen in the immunity squad. But interestingly enough, that was actually the bomb carrier, which wasn't naked. It was actually Buzzin that had the bomb, I believe, that actually got dropped first. And now all the immunity players have been taken, and they need to actually go around, go up and pick up this bomb eventually, and still be able to check this. It's a 1v3 situation for naked, but it was an interesting play from both those teams for the attacking team who picked up the bomb to the defensive team. And you see there, nice kill. He's already on his way to a 1v3 situation. He's naked. He's got 1, 2 to go. Can he do it?
Oh, he's been shot outside of post, though. They didn't notice he was there. It was going to be Dens who put those shots on him, rotating back towards that B area. Now, Chileans is hanging around up in mid near top. So now he's probably going to make him play towards, I would have thought A, perhaps, because of the situation he was in there, and they sort of aware of him coming across. And there's the shots coming from behind him now. He knows that Chilean's there. Chilean's actually down bottom street. You just saw him at the last moment, though. It'll come towards B. Shots will come out from Dens, I think, as he pops on out. He's not too sure if he wants to test the water, put the big toe in, so to speak. And there he is, face to face. Big quick knife comes out there on Chileans. He's going to try and hope that he's back there. 5 seconds now. He's going to plant, and there it is there. Couldn't get the 1v3 first round to Curse. They're making it 1-0 here on S&D Warhawk. Nice start there for both teams, though. You know, they both got a few kills, but obviously only one team could pick up the round. Sadly, Naked didn't check that left-hand side as he ran out. Didn't have time to. That's the issue. And that's why that round went in favour of Curse in that situation. On the attack, though, it'll now be Curse. Is usually the bomb carrier for those that are just joining us, not too sure. We cycle through the players. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 Vectors instead. So a bit of a different scene. You know, we saw Immunity with 4 R5s, and we're seeing Curse with 4 Vectors. Now, you don't see this very often. Players rushing from main bottom part of Antique straight across mid, but 2 players from Curse have gone and done it. And Chilean's that aggressiveness that we've seen time and time again.
Yeah, and he's actually planning the trophy system, which try to take a couple of bullets there, as he does manage to still stay alive. Planting the bomb now. 2 players from Immunity, the last live Fighter and Shocks make that just Fighter. Turning back around through this mid side. Has got 1 right in front. He will get taken down. And there we go. 2-0 lead so far to the Curse side. Sort of trying to make my prediction a little bit come true with when, you know, as I said, Curse to possibly take the S&D. They're off to a good start, but I mean, you look at this round in kill cam, Damage just in the perfect position to be able to pick off this kill coming in mid. He knew exactly where he was going to come from, at least, you know, coming from that mid side of the map, and they've shown it so far with the 2-0 lead. Izzy rocking the triple ones there, 1-1-1 kills, deaths, and plants. The rest, you know, having 2 or 3 kills. And Shocks currently yet to get a kill to his name, or even a point to his name. They're actually going to be running 4 players over to this A side. So normally you might have 1 watching the flank, but they've tried to just run over through this slack building as well and try to go for this bomb plant early, covering over through the back tree line. And it seems to have a really good setup going over here over in this A bomb.
Yeah, you know, the plant went down straight away, and then they've got 2 players pushing at the back, 1 watching mid, 1 watching, you know, out towards bottom of hardware area, but they've got 1 player on that flanking, and of course it's going to be Chileans out there, and they've got 1 player back behind Genius. There goes Chileans, though. Now Den's in a 1v4 situation. There goes 1, 3 to go, he says. He's got 25 seconds on that clock, but of course 7.5 seconds for the defusal as well. I have to take that into account here, going up high now, as he's going to be meeting someone. I think someone's actually behind him right now. There it is, there, the shots. Shocks was trying to be a bit sneaky and go for the knife. You'll see it on the kill cam, following him up the stairs, running after him, but realised he wasn't going to catch it. And there it is, there. Was shot in the back saying, "Oi, behind you." And it picks up the kill. Now it's Immunity on the scoreboard, 2-1 now. 3 rounds, of course, gone. As we see a lot of 2s on that score, a couple of 3s as well. Dens and Chileans, 3 kills each. Back in the attack, Curse squad go. Is able to be that bomb carrier as per the norm.
I think they might want to try and mix something up here. 1 player's actually going to be watching over through this A side like normal, but the Immunity player's not going to overcommit like last time. He's not going to make the same mistake, and he's just going to sit back and just wait for someone. Whereas the Curse side, they're not pushing as aggressive either. They're just sitting back. A couple of players looking over through the back Antiques, and you got Izzy, the bomb carrier, actually on the 18-wheeler, so he's not overcommitted. He's not in a position where they have to go B. They can still rotate, which is likely what they're going to do, because you can see only 2 players left alive for them, but also only 2 players left alive for Immunity. The Immunity players are over in this B bomb site, so it's a nice play there by them, and Immunity will realize this soon enough and possibly try to rotate as well, but the bomb should be able to go down in that time. Chilean and Izzy taking on Naked, and they're not Fighter anymore because he died. So Naked on the 1v2.
Yeah, because that bomb has gone down at A, however, and they've got 2 players. 1 player just coming out through Tank. They just crossed past pretty much that kind of timing. Again, at his finest. Now, he's gone on bottom, Genius. And, of course, they do have 1 player inside of American as well. Naked's just spotted him there. I think they spotted each other, though. The Samtex did come flying on out. Naked's going to wait. And there, thanks to that score, he knows that the trophy system went down. He's going to know 1 player just was at the back, though. There's Izzy with the AR to take down Naked. And the round for the Curse squad, 3-1 now. The scoreline becomes 2 rounds now, of course, going in favour, you know, lead. But Immunity very much not out of this as of yet. You know, Chileans have a nice little start though, 5-2 in that regard. Everyone else, 4-3 for Dens as well. Everyone else only on 3-2 in regards to their kills. And you know, back again they come, and you know, it just seems Immunity. They're liking this AR push that they just keep pulling out. But it looks like Fighters change over to the Vector. Shocks wouldn't be surprised if he's changed. No, he's still at the AR out as well. So Fighter, the only one with a SMG now. The rest of them still running those ARs. Out comes the Smokes. Fighter looking to be aggressive here.
And they really want to go ahead and do that. You know, the Immunity side, not just Fighter, just trying to play aggressive the the whole side. They're actually going to be trying to get this bomb planted right now. They should be able to go ahead and do so, and there we go. The bomb is down over on B's. They try to push on up. Damage will take down Buzzin though, as Naked does need to check to his right. He's going to be checking out Gate first, and he's going to get shot on the side, but no, he turns around and nearly was able to actually pick off that kill. Your fight actually on the reload, and unfortunately wastes a little bit of time doing that. You also have his teammate getting dropped, and that should be the defuse. They're going in the hands of Chilean, so they're able to take a round to themselves. They still got the lead, of course, 3-1 at the moment. It's going to be about to be 4-1, and they're one step, one round close to be able to take this map. They only need 2 more, and you know they're definitely playing a very convincing S&D game. Yeah,
they are. You know, their S&D game has always been something that people have said they are great at, and of course, Immunity are a great S&D team as well in that regards for fours. And we're just going to see what these guys will be doing coming into this round number 6 now. Chilean's going for that quick rush, bottom out front of Antiques. Here comes that stun. He decides against it because it did tag him. He went red a little bit, so they know he was going to go that way. He decides against it, but they've got players from Immunity pushing down. Now you got Shocks back there at Water Tower. Fighters pushed into post. Just watching that backdoor entrance, not the main part of them, obviously, as they come in from B. And they're going to have Naked just chilling out by near Pharmacy from the Immunity side of things. Buzzins back there as well, back mid streets. And from the Curse side of things, Chilean's just chilling back. And, you know, is they with that bomb still questioning what they should do? You know, it's the longest we've seen a round go without anyone dying yet. Dan's might come face to face with Fighter in a moment inside that post area, but they've got to check it first. Fighter's still in there, just waiting for a play to happen.
And the shots are actually going to go out as you have Shocks taking down Chilean. You got Izzy still with the bomb, trying to get a couple of shots out over into towers. Remember to do so. Denz dies right in front of him. Izzy dies as well. Damage. Last one alive takes down a Fighter, but he still has 3 members of Immunity left, and it's really not going to be an easy feat. But he takes down another one as if it was nothing. One's coming through the flank, one's coming still in towers. So actually moving too far for him, but he does see the one in the flank. He knows that one's there. He's going to pick up the bomb and proceed to go over to you. If he gets this kill, will be a 1v1 situation. He does see him, and he did just get out of the ADS, but is now trying to go on in, and he won't be able to unfortunately go ahead and do that. I think once he stopped aiming, I just call that as sort of that was it. He missed his chance, and he saw Naked wasn't going to make the same mistake twice.
Yeah, no, he did see. No, he got the tag on him, and Naked was just chilling back the front there, waiting for him to push on out, and he called it out to his teammate as well at the back there. Buzzin, I think it was. He was waiting to push out from Water Tower as well, so they had him pinched down. So I think that would have been around for Immunity, even if Naked had died. And shots from Water Tower would have done the job and finished him off. Obviously, back to the Immunity's team for their attack now here in the round. And again, they're going that safe route back around the bottom side of things. Buzzing again. He does those stun checks out through mid. He's out to their blue tarp now. He's looking to poke. He did see one there at tank. He's got players to his left, though. And there it is, getting crossed out by Izzy. In the background, Fighter did pick up Chileans as well. There comes a quick nade there from Naked as the bomb check. No one there, though. He might push in for a plant now that the smoke's starting to dissipate here. Shocks picks up Dennis through the smoke. There goes Izzy as well. Damage now again. Left alone. This time 1v3. One play there inside of post. There goes one. Checks it quickly. No one there inside of post waiting for him, though. There is one at the left-hand side door. They know he's here, and here comes sort of fire.
Tries to get those shots off. I'm actually surprised he wasn't able to take down Shocks there, but it doesn't matter because Naked just pushed on in, took him down, and got them one step closer to just sort of try and get the map in their favour. But as you notice by the overall scoreline, Curse still have that lead, and they still want to put that, you know, in favour for themselves, but it's still only 4-3, so it's only 1 round of difference. Immunity only need 1 more round to tie things back up, and it's on their defense round, so they might be able to make something happen. Curse on the attack. They're going to maybe try to go for an A push once again. So you're going to have a Chilean over on top. You're going to be having Denz just watching over on the 18-wheeler. Damage pushing on straight forward, and Izzy with the bomb picking off that first kill over on Naked. They know it's going to be an A as they saw 2 players there at least, and the players now from Immunity trying to rotate back over.
Yeah, that's the thing. As soon as you pick up Naked on Immunity's defense, Immunity know it's going to be A because that's what happens. You know, Naked doesn't pretty much die unless it's in that quick little A push just straight off the bat. That's what happens. As you saw a moment ago, Damage now picking up Buzzin as Buzzin did cross off Izzy moments beforehand. Damage is 2-piece though, helping him out here. Now Shocks is by himself in a 1v3, coming through bottom Genus out the back there, 18-wheeler. Can't see no players there. There is one back porch though, just waiting, sipping his lemonade, watching and for anything to move. One player on the bomb there as well. It's about to get seen here in a moment. There it is. As Damage pops up. 3 players down for Damage that round, I think it was. Yes. As he's on 10 and 5 now, the first player to hit double figures. And these guys are 1 round away now. Of course, Kurt from taking out the S&D and tying the series 1 apiece heading to the Blitz, but they're not there yet. Can Immunity answer back with 3 in a row?
They possibly can, but against a team like us, it is definitely going to be hard, and I'm really not sure if they'll be able to do it. But their attacking round is going to be a great start. Will they go for an A? Will they go for a B? It's looking like 4A is going to be their plan of attack. There is only one player from Curse there. One's actually going to be rotating over the mid. The C1 over there, and with those shots going out, the Curse side know that there's going to be one player. It's going to be an A push, and there's actually one player on the flank. And Chuck's going to be waiting for that. He's going to get the knife kill. Nicely done. Nearly just ran past him, but it's going to be a 4v2 situation. Curse need to make something happen here. And Denz will get dropped. So now it's Chilean in a 1v4 situation. He's going to get taken down. That's going to be the round 5-4. Round 10 coming up, and I'm feeling around 11.
Shock's really eager to get the ace. You might see it in the kill cam here. Watch the shots coming over Fighter's head right at the last moment. Wait for it. There it is. Shocks wanted that ace. He's begging for it. He knew he wasn't going to get it due to the fact that Fighter picked up that kill, but he wanted it 3 players down. Couldn't get the 4th, though, there at the end. But yeah, you're feeling around 11. To wait and see, though. You know, Immunity did pick up a few rounds in a row beforehand, and they did lose one. Of course, seeing Curse that round number 5 here. Curse once again on their attack. Bit of a slow one this time. We've seen it a few times now they do this. One player has pushed up heavy. It's Denz. He picks up the one, trying to push him through mid. Now using that smoke to cover his path across, but Buzzin does catch him off guard on that left-hand side. Buzzin actually went up high that time, which is rare for him to do in that sort of situation. As you're going to see now, Damage showing back inside of Brown. A few players around. Chilling picked up Fighter out in the background. Buzzin and Naked now on a 2v3. But on the clock, there it is. There is and Chilean's pushing, controlling and taking it out. 6-4. With Damage, the only player double figure in it overall, 10-6 there. Look at that. Buzzin stopped firing. If he had kept firing through the wall, probably would have got the kill there, but sadly could not. As the scoreline becomes 1-1 now here, Myksta, in regards to the series. Blitz up next on Freight. Nice small map. Nice map that sort of can go either way, especially with these two teams who do enjoy some close quarter action.
I think we're going to be seeing some nice, a nice game full of caps. I mean, normally we've been seeing a couple of slow blitz games where they've just been trying to get their setups and then go for the caps. And we don't see that many high-scoring games as well. But then, of course, the last blitz was the Warhawk in the last series. So we might see possibly some a cap-filled game here in this match. But it's 1-1 at the moment in terms of overall maps. I don't know who's going to take out this next one. I think, once again, I'm going to leave it up to the first minute of gameplay before I make a pick. But, Bio, what about you?
You know, I'm sort of feeling this one might be Immunities, but it depends on how Curse sort of react if they get down a few caps. Like if they get down, they sort of get more defensive than aggressive, then I think it's going to cost them. If they get down and be aggressive, you know, keep pushing, I could sort of maybe them taking it out, you know, because I've seen it a few times where they start to get down, they start being a bit more defensive, and it costs them the game. So if they just keep that aggressive and alive, which is what we've seen a few times from them anyway, you know, I can sort of maybe see them taking it out. But, you know, it all depends. Like you said, you know, first few minutes into the game, coming into a small map like this, caps can go down very quickly. We'll have to wait and find out. Ladies and gentlemen, bit of music, no ads though. If our production run ads, you have our permission to slap them next event. But a bit of music while we go for a short little break. When we come back, game number 3 in this Best of the 5 series. In the great words of Bender, I'm back, baby, and so is Myksta here for game number 3, Blitz on Freight. Now, of course, these guys are tied up 1 apiece between Immunity and Curse right now. Both of them want that 2K in regards to pro points. Only one of them can get it, though, and he'll be the first to get a series lead, I guess, and then obviously take it out overall after this one. It's a domination up again. And if it, obviously it's got to come down to that, but who will get the lead coming out of Blitz? Both myself and Myksta do agree that, had to wait for the first few minutes or so to sort of see a team getting away, but it's going to be Cap Central when it comes down to a small map like Freight.
And I want to jump on board with Fighter up first. Actually, no, I want to actually jump on board with Denz up first from the Curse side. I want to see what he can do. He's going to be pushing on down through this red side of the map. You're going to be actually seeing him go on top of this blue dumpster, go to second level red, and then just try and make something happen here for an early couple of kills. As he does see one actually crossing over through green, his teammate will be able to pick up a couple of kills there. He's going to get tags, he will be able to pick up the assist. His teammate will be able to pick up a kill, and now he's just going to rotate back over to see if he can clean up those kills these teammates couldn't have. Back in the position, laying in his teammate's dead body, so to speak, and he'll be able to get a couple of defensive kills, but unfortunately get taken down. And you notice Buzz is actually on a 3 streak, pushing on forward up into Furnace now by, and he gets tags on the 4th, and he's unable to clean him up, but I thought he was actually going to go in for a cap there.
Yeah, I thought Boston actually being a bit more of an objective player when it came to small maps like Freight. For that Blitz side of things, you will see him getting caps and putting them down. You still yet to get one on Warhawk about the team being in the actual game. As we're seeing now, Shock's big 3-piece there as he comes across mid part of the map, just walks in through the front door and says, "How you going, boys? I'm here. Where am I tea and cookies?" You see now, 4-minute mark comes on past us, and Shock's going for that reload straight off the bat, straight through the front door again. One player there to me, and there's no one out the back. Oh, can't get the 2-piece that time around, though. They will shut him down. The front door is still wide open, though. I don't think I saw anyone go at the front there, and one player has walked on in. And there is 2-0 right now, with Fighter then going on through for a cap of his own.
Buzzer just managed to go straight through the door just as it was closing. Unfortunately, he gets taken out shortly before he was able to really do anything useful there, as you're going to be seeing Naked pushing on around. There is one in the back lumber there, and he does know that shot's going to go through the fence. As they got tagged, so he knows he's there, but he's just trying to back on out now, as there is one player possibly to his left. As he turns on around, he will get taken down, but his teammates now know where they are located. He'll be able to call out a couple there. Buzzer needs to reload, he'll get taken, as you do have Shocks and Fighter now just trying to get a couple of kills outside of White. Shocks will drop, Fighter will drop, and Naked coming off the spawn needs to play defense and needs to stop them from hitting his cap. I don't think he'll be able to do so, though. Pole's in the way. It's always the Pole's fault.
Yeah, you got to blame the strippers for the poles, but you'll just see there Naked just chilling bottom brewery as the guys came on through and put those caps on down. Now it's 2-1 the scoreline, which is the Curse are down by the 1 cap, coming almost down to the second quarter now. And shots going out high from Brewer. There's Naked and Shocks and Fighter, all lining things up blue for their team in regards to that kill feed. And their teammates pushing across. Now Fighter's charged across the map, and in for a cap here will go from the Curse side of things. So no one really set up to put a cap down. As you just see here, looking around, but they're going to have Chileans pushing back towards the defense side of things. Now pushing over from the immunity squad, there was one bottom. Naked was trying to sneak on across the mid part of the tracks, and Buzzard's actually in back lumber now. They have everyone in the vicinity for him. There's some players back out towards back of Owens and all that. There are players chasing that, and he'll turn around and pick up Chileans. Chileans won't be happy about that after all that chasing and hunting on down. Still couldn't get the kill. And Buzzard might be able to, he might have been able to sneak on through, but took a bit too long as Demish picked him up.
That was going to be his first cap as well. I was actually hoping he was going to go ahead and get that. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. But 3-1 immunity lead. And actually, to be honest, not as many caps as I would have thought coming into this play. And Fighter gets a nice kill and gets the tags for the second. He wasn't able to close that one up, and he tries to just poke it around and gets the kill over Neil Brown. We'll now rotate over. The front door is open, so he might want to go ahead and go for that. One player might be there to contest, and he'll be able to actually pick off that kill. His teammate was a little bit of a decoy. He'll be able to go for the cap, and that's actually going to be 5-1. Now, I did notice, we said the first couple of minutes, and so far in this, in terms of overall kills, Immunity have a couple more than the Curse side have, but in terms of the team spread, it seems to be fairly even. But in terms of caps, Immunity just have that one step ahead. It is 6-2. They're leading by 4. And they're actually setting up for these relays, and it just seems that this Blitz game is completely under their control for the most part. And Curse just need to get a couple more kills, as you just saw them do, to try and turn things around.
Yeah, Buzzard's really slaying a lot right now as well. 14-7, 5-point streaks. That's 4 kills and 1 cap he's gotten during this lifespan. 4-point lead, as we said, with now a minute remaining on that clock. He's still alive here mid part of the map, just trying to watch out for some shots. There's one to hit fire to the ADS. There's a double now, as Naked picks up damage in the background. Chile needs that back. There's a third up high in top. Owens correcting the fire. He'll go inside of Fire. Fighter's there with him as well now as they cross off down towards Lumber. Fighter's 2-piece. Buzzard's here with him. Buzzard will go in for another capture. It would say no, he won't. says not today. And he picks up a 2-piece, shuts down Fighter as well. Shocks and Naked now sitting back, but a 5-point lead at the moment for Immunity. 30 seconds on that clock. Here come Curse trying to cross the map a little bit, with Dens perhaps sneaking out of there without being seen. When I say that, no, he's not. They find him, they shut him down, and Immunity still able to perhaps get a capture here before the end of the half.
Immunity players just getting doubles and triples every time you look at them, as you have the score being 8-2 now. 13 seconds still remaining in the half, but we still have the second half to come, so we still have 5 minutes of action coming your way, and still plenty of time to actually be able to catch back up here, as Immunity now make it 9-2, but Naked, he wanted to go for that cap, he really wanted it to tie, but he had a couple more seconds left, so he could have just sneak away for that, but 9-2 is the halftime score. And, you know, a couple of minutes ago I was saying how I didn't really see as many caps as I would have liked, and Immunity just completely turned that around, just kept getting cap after cap after cap after cap, and they've now made it to that scoreline that you do see at the current time. We still have 5 minutes of action though. The sides are going to swap. You might see that making a little bit of an impact. Who knows? Curse just definitely, they don't want to be down, of course, after they're tied maps up. They don't want to be down by another map and sort of have to try and play catch up with the domination. They want to try and turn things around now and try and get the map lead coming into map 4. But we'll see how things go. But I'm going to leave it to you who to jump forward with first.
I'm going to kick things off with Naked. Now, Naked, you know, a bit of a slower start towards that half, but he picked it up towards the end there, and he gets picked up coming out of white. Now, keep an eye on Buzzin. Buzzin started the half as well, 20-9. Just keep a remember on that, 20-9. What he started the half with, just to see what he actually gets up to, because he's been slaying a fair bit during this blitz game, and also putting some caps across and, you know, running around that vector, doing a bit of damage. Shock now going up high, or it looked like he was going to go high against that faking instead. Picks up the 2-piece there, can't get the third though. Izzy making short work of him. But again, you're going to see now the Immunity squad pushing across the map. Both teams have got a cap here during the second half. There's 45 seconds into it. As Buzzin's up high there, looking to go white balcony. He just find a kill on Izzy. One player still to challenge him. He will go up high instead and try and just pick up this double kill here. There's one, there's two. He could have gone for a cap, but his teammates do instead. And now he's on 23-10. Big Hail Mary goes out with that Semtex. Can't find the player back containers there though, but you'll see his teammates trying to push up here and give him a hand. Out in that container yard, Naked, just trying to use the corners to his advantage there and hide, but couldn't do it. Damage and Dens and Izzy all picking up the kill each there, while Shocks is the last one left here. You know, there's been 2 caps for Immunity here in the half, only 1 for the Curse squad.
And you actually noticed from their play that when they actually pushed on up, it wasn't so much about just getting these kills and just trying to box them in the spawn. It was more just trying to buy a little bit of time to stop them from actually pushing out, getting caps of their own, and try to get their own caps onto that sort of market. It did sort of, you know, we've passed 90 seconds into this second half, but we've got 3.5 minutes remaining. And you notice scoreline 11-4. You still have time to catch up, of course, but that time is running down, and it's running down quickly. And Curse need to make something happen. You notice all their players, they've got on 1 cap, and that's it. 1 player from each of the Curse side have gotten the cap to their name, but you know, 4 caps isn't a comparison to those 11. They need to really start playing catch up, and they only have 3 minutes to do so.
Yeah, well, they do. You know, there is still time in that 3 minutes to do the captures, but you are right. They need to try and get this catch up on the way. Now, Damage is going to be trying to help out with a bit of defensive work here with Dens, his teammate. The no-sign players are in that wide area. Shocks does pick up Chileans out the back right-hand side, though. Out in the middle part of the map, there's a few players putting some shots out there in red and the carriage side. As you'll see there, Dens sees one. Buzzing shuts down Izzy there, though. And it's going to be shot dropped by Dens afterwards. So 1 player gone from the unity. There's 4 players down for a moment. Izzy fresh from the respawn. Should be able to get in there, but can't in time. The pre-fire comes out. The cap goes through. And now Immunity once again sneaking away a bit here. 12-4 the scoreline. Final quarter into us now. With 2 minutes 20 on the clock. At the moment, Immunity looking to take the series 2-1 in their lead at the end of this one, unless Curse can really turn it around now.
Buzz's actually going to be the closest player in the game to actually hit a 30 bomb if he gets a couple more kills. And you see Shocks now trying to hit the 20 he just did then, and his teammates are trying to actually push that around, trying to get the pre-fire. And unfortunately now he did notify the opposition where he is, but it doesn't matter because he's still going to get the kill anyway. The whole team of Curse just seems to be getting slaughtered, coming off the respawn just to get slaughtered again. And you do notice why as the Immunity squad just trying to set up, getting more caps in. Buzzin getting his 2nd cap in of the game, but also on 27 kills, beating both Fighter, Naked, and Shocks in his team by quite a few kills now.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be Immunity starting to push away up by 10. Of course, that is going to be...
Chileans.
Just wait for the countdown. There it is. That is game, set, and match now. Can't come back from that one. Not enough time left on the clock. So, Fighter picking up a nice little 2-piece there as he pushes across the park. I'm going to jump board with him, 25-12. With 7 caps to his name. There goes some more kills as well here with Fighter. And just, it was going to start saying it like this. Fighter, Fighter. That's what they're going to say there in NA. So when you hear it, you're going to be like, oh, that's cringeworthy. But I'll put some tweets out maybe and let the casters who will be covering Anaheim, let them know that it's not Fighter, it's Fighter. We'll see if they can do it though, as you'll still hear with them. But 15-4, nice little lead there, 11 points, minute left. Like I said, a minute and a half mark with 10-point difference, it was impossible. Still impossible now. But Myksta, heading into this next one, 50 seconds to go on this one, but who cares? Next one. What do you think is going to be in the domination? It's a different map, obviously. It's going to be Sovereign, larger map. Do you think Community can close it out?
I think from the way they're playing, they possibly could. I mean, they've been playing extremely well on the respawns. Maybe if it goes down to a map 5, if they do lose the domination, then they might lose the series. But I think in this respawn environment, they'll be able to take it out. I mean, look at Chileans. He's going 11-30, unfortunately to say, but he'll definitely need to pick up his game when it comes to that domination, because especially in that domination game, it really won't be acceptable. And you just notice Buzzin hitting that 30 bomb fighter nearly on the 30 as well. Immunity on this respawn game, they're just playing well. But if Curse manage to turn things around, get that map 4, I'm going to be calling them to take out the series.
Yeah, I had a chat with Fighter at Brisbane at the airport, actually, as we were all flying out. I was there with Naked, Fighter, and Shocks. We all met up and had a bit of a chat. And Fighter's like, why is it whenever you cast us, you go off when everyone else has these awesome players like Shocks? He's like, oh, that was a great player by Shocks. It was a 2-piece, 3-piece. When I do it, you don't say, you don't go off. I'm just like, well, Lincoln, I'm used to seeing it from you. It's not that much surprising when you get a nice little 3-piece or something, but I'm shocked when Shocks does it. And Shocks is a jaw drops. I'm just like joking around. But, so I give Fire credit for all the players of the year. But Mitch, big game from us in there. 34-19, 20-9 he started that half with. It's an extra 10 deaths there, but an extra 14 kills. Works out +4 in that second half alone. Big game for him. I think he got an ace right at the end there as well, +6 streak, as well in that defensive side of things. So big game for Immunity in that blitz. Now, Curse have to lift their game back up. Coming into Sovereign, they play a good Sovereign game, but so do Immunity when it comes to domination. When we return, ladies and gentlemen, game number 4 in this best out of 5 series will be all and over after the next one. Will we see a game number 5? Find out next. We're back for game 4. Domination on Sovereign now. Immunity up 2-1 in the series against Cursed AU. And right now they're going to try and close it out. But Cursed, both teams have a strong Domination Sovereign game. So, Mike, it's going to be interesting to see how these guys play out for the next 5 minutes for the first half. Just to see if we can get a bit of a lead away. A lot of these teams these days, they put a bit of effort back towards B again, but they still try for that wide berth rotation around for the home flag.
They're going to want to, try and make something happen. 2 players from both of these teams actually on their spawn flag, just try and get a little bit more time where the other player will then rotate over onto that mid side of the map. One player is actually on the underground, I believe, for both teams. Shocks will actually be able to come out victorious there, taking down Chilean. Naked's actually going to just be watching over to this B flag. Nades are going to be going in, taking down Shocks. And I mean, this B flag still, no one's really had more than a second of play on it. One actually jumped straight past Naked. Trophy Systems there to just pick off, and the wallbang's going to happen, but Buzzard goes on in. Izzo with the double, Dens taking down one, Naked's now on it, shots going out everywhere, and Immunity all got taken down.
Izzo did that nice job just a moment ago to clear off A. A lot of players will sit back on cautions and spray at it and just hold the trigger down. He tapped away because you need the ammunition, you need to try and conserve your ammo. If you're just going to go spraying like that, you know, it worked out well. There's 3 players push now as Dens is going to try and defend B. One player there's the second can't do it though. Vital will shut him down and will be Immunity who should be able to cap the B flag. They will, but damage long Hail Mary. Here goes the double, can't get the third though on Shocks. And Shocks will end his career a moment ago. 13-13 all tied up here for a moment. Immunity will start accumulating a few extra points though, as Buzzard's up high, looking to drop down, like a little drop there, can't get the second one on Izzy though. The defensive on the B side, Naked is there waiting for people to challenge.
And I mean, you're going to be seeing Izzy actually going through that bottom lock. He's just trying to get a couple of shots on in over on the outside of yellow. There we go. He'll be able to find one. He'll be able to take that kill. There is a couple of players there to his left, but he's going to try and get the wide angle. We'll be able to actually get that kill there as well and go actually over to that spawn side. And what you mentioned at the beginning of this map, where, you know, try to go all the way around, get the 2 spawn flags, and try to make something happen instead of worrying too much about that B flag, because they need to draw some attention away from themselves. One of the Curse members actually spawns over on that side, so he should be able to go ahead and defend it. No, he won't. He'll actually get taken down. So they'll just do a complete spawn flip here, where Immunity will now take C flag and Curse will now take A side. B flag's still in favour of Immunity, and they're going to try and go back over, try and get that possession over on that mid side of the map, try and just hold that B flag for themselves. As Buzzard tries to climb front, he's got one to his right, takes that one. He's got one on every angle, and unfortunately wasn't able to take that one. But Shocks now can't do it as one. It should be a Curse flag.
It should be. Let's see if they can hold it down though. That is the question. Of course, Immunity are up by 8 points at the moment. Curse can hold down the second flag for a little while, they'll be okay. Just got to change the screens though. I was just doing Izzy and he had the no ammo coming up on my screen. He did pick up one kill there as Fighter down, tries to challenge. Picks up Chileans, but Izzy 10-1 right now as I say that. He picked up by Naked coming out of the service. Good little start for him though in the first quarter there. Now gone. Oh, Demi tries to pick up the double. He wants to hold these guys off in the B flag. That's all Curse want to do. They just want to hold the second flag down. So straight after the respawn, Dan's Hail Mary high nade up towards B. Can't find anyone though. Looking down low, there's one player there. Put some shots down. Double nades will help him out here though. There it is. There, the headshot through the wall on Buzzard. As he gets the drop down as well there on Fighter, who thought he had the play on top but couldn't do it. And they hold down that flag. Well, as I say, that has been neutralised, and now Immunity are jumping back in the area.
Going to be seeing the Curse side just trying to watch their flanks as well, which is one great factor. Just trying to cover all angles, and you see Nade's going to be going over to the B side wall bangs as well, able to pick off the kill with the second nade is Izzy. But that B flag is still neutralised, and the current points is still 50-48, 2-point lead in favour of Immunity. Now they are trying to go in and try to capture this flag once again. One player trying to go up through the ladder will get shut down almost instantly, but Fighter goes in, takes down Chilean with Dens taking down Naked. So the B flag isn't in favour of the Curse side, and they did lose A for a moment, but they were able to go rotate back, get that flag under the possession, and now try to catch back up in terms of points. So only 1 point difference, and it's 1 minute 17. Now, at the beginning of this map, you said we had to wait until the first half was over to sort of see where these teams were at. And I mean, I think we're seeing the exact same as sort of that first half of that domination, where it's sort of more into that close stage where it could go any way. It's that top caliber of teams where it's still undecisive until that final play. I think that's what we're going to be seeing even come the second half. Yeah,
like I said as well, you know, both these teams do have a strong domination sovereign game, so they both know exactly what they need to do and when they need to do it by. And that's why it's so close at the moment. 64-60, 4-point game, 45 seconds left on that clock. B flag again neutralised. No one's grabbing it. Buzzard now thinking about challenging for it. Now going for that wallbang. Couldn't find anyone there. He was picked up for his efforts by Izzy as he crosses across there. Naked is running around inside and trying to draw some attention his way. He draws too much though as Dens makes short work of him. And 30 seconds left on the half. 70-64. Immunity got 2 players on that flag right now. Shocks is there. They've got Naked defending. He's going to try and help clear it out. And there it is. Oh, the nade comes in though. Why is he does find Naked only for Shocks. Smart play here. Doesn't drop down the ladder. Just hangs off the tiniest bit to allow him to sit up high but not be on the actual flag to contest it here. Going to see him waiting back, waiting for them to challenge, and he'll challenge out now instead. It's going to be about a 3-point game at the end of the half here in favour of the Curse squad. But what a first 5 minutes have gone here, Myksta. What a first great 5 minutes still to come, I reckon. 3-point game.
You got to give credit to Izzy. I mean, look how he's been performing so far in the half. 21-5 and 2 caps. I mean, we got to note that down and just see the difference come in that second half. But he's been playing amazing, and you can see why with the scores just being so close, 77 to 74, 3 points the difference. And I wouldn't have it any other way. These two teams, two best teams in Australia and New Zealand, duking it out for those pro points on the line right now. I want to jump aboard with Izzy first.
Yeah, let's kick things off with him. Like you said, he's a nice little scoreline. He has to kick things off, 21 and 5. Got to keep an eye on damage as well. You know, he's dropping some -4s there, but he does have 6 caps to his name now. Obviously, 5 from the first half. Wall bang away there for Izzy. Can't get the kill. We'll throw a Stamtex to try and finish it off, but his teammates there of damage to pick up the kill anyway and get that beat neutralised for them for the time being. But right now, you know, time is going to keep on ticking away, and the scores will keep on happening. But Curse challenging heavily now at B, and both teams wanting to get the first team to actually cap it and hold it down. Chilean's now going inside. They're going to have damage there too. 2-player cap. Damage can't stay alive. Buzzin comes in from the left with that vector shot to now try and get it himself. His trophies have gone up. His teammates are there around him. Here comes some nades though. Shots are coming in. He's almost done as he gets past the 3-quarter mark, and there it is. The support from his teammates on both sides really helping out there to help Immunity grab that flag and now try and lessen that gap, even though it was only 3 points.
They're going to try indeed, and I mean, 88 to 87, 1 point the difference. You're going to be seeing Naked actually on that top command. He's going to just try and get a couple of shots from the top, but as he drops, the impact will kill him. Shock's actually over on the other side, spawn flag over on that A, trying to get that capture. Now, one player will be trying to regroup back to try and get him, and he's going to turn as he gets to the neutralization. That player actually didn't notice him go back over, so he's just trying to be cautious there. Shock's going to be up to the top, and as he starts, maybe if he tries to push on forward once again, maybe he's waiting just for Shocks to, as I mentioned, he did see him, so he's waiting for him to try and make a move. That A flag is still neutralized, so one of the Curse players is actually rotating over to see Immunity over on that B, and currently both of these teams are sort of contesting over the only flags they got, whereas A flag's just got one player next to it, but they're not really doing anything.
So Shocks was the only one up here for a moment from the Immunity squad, and he's just now getting picked up as he tries to get back to his own little home flag area there. Immunity currently no flags in their hand. Naked now here at see if his teammates. We do have one player from Curse looking to push down and around towards A as well. Izzy is there, but he's going to be met by an Immunity member who's just rolling around outside, and there it is, Fighter using a nice little distraction technique there by jumping on, nading at front door and getting off as well, just to draw in that fire and pick up the kill. And just like that, they've now got the AC combination. They have lost B, however, they did get down to a neutralization point. A scoreline, 1 point difference here coming to that final quarter. Such a close game. A lot of action going down that B area right now, as all these teams want to take out this current round. Of course, Immunity want to wrap it up 3-1, but Curse want to go down to game number 5 overall. And the foul day coming up from Izzy there, but Izzy still having an alright start here, 23-9 in the second half alone.
I mean, look how intense this competition is just right now. This is the final two teams. This is the grand final of the ACL 2K, and look how close these maps are. Look how close this map is. 3-point lead to Immunity right now as they try to regroup back over on A. Naked's right there, try and get the neutralization or the cap, whatever it feels like for the moment. One player would be trying to go to contest him, and unfortunately won't be able to actually pick off that kill. Buzzin trying to make something happen over on B, won't be able to pick off that kill either. Fighter's there, but he gets dropped, and the Curse side, you got Den just sitting on the ledge there. Izzy will get dropped. Chilean now trying to push over into green and damage over on that caution. Nade's going to be going out over on it to that B flag though, and he will be able to pick off a kill, but still 3 points, 1 minute 40. I'm still thinking it's going to go down to the final 20 seconds.
It's got to be. That B flag just changed hands 3 times in a matter of 25 seconds a moment ago. You'll see big gunfight inside the servers there. There's going to be shots coming on top, and Dens comes in to clean up the mess with his vector of his own. Now, again, it's a 6-point game right now. And it's all going down this B area. Chilean's on there. He's neutralised it. Izzy off the refill. I thought he neutralised it. It looked like it was halfway to me, but clearly the game says no. As now Den's coming in here. He's on the left. You've got Izzy on the right. 2-player push now on B. Trying to get it at least halfway. They can't, though. Shocks is there as he picks up one from behind. Damage can't make heads or tails in the situation. A few players down that vicinity, but he can't find anyone. There's finally, he will find Shocks again teetering on that ladder. Helps his teammates out who are trying to pick up the C. Gets the call out. There's 3 players gone. As they come to the final minute, it's going to be a 12-point game between the two. They need a 2-flag cap, and holding it for Curse to be able to actually answer back right now. 45 seconds on that clock. If they neutralise B for a moment, they'll help themselves that much more, but it's all about just holding the 2-flag advantage here for the remaining time. 35 seconds. They're currently losing the C flag, though. No one is there to regain control. It's going to come right down to the wire, as we said. 20 seconds is almost here, Mike, so we might be able to find out who the winner will be. 25 now. And look at that 8-point game. And here come Immunity again, just holding down those flags, and that's going to be theirs in the series. Big game. Can Fighter drop that 30 bomb? Let's find out. Let's stay with Fighter off this respawn and let's see if he can get that 30 bomb.
Yeah, unfortunately, Izzy didn't have too great a second half. I mean, it was either 20 or 21-5 that we ended in the first half, I believe. I mean, from memory, now currently is 27-16. So did die quite a few times, couldn't pick off that many kills, didn't get that many caps either. And just, unfortunately, just Immunity just really just played on top of their game. You saw why they took out that map, why they took out now the series. They're going to take that one out 3-1. It still could have gone either way until that very end. So they sort of, you know, took that little bit of a break, and I mean, you showed why they've been consistently winning since they came back from the Call of Duty Championships.
Yeah, you know, obviously both these teams playing a great match. Immunity is playing better than the night. 3-1 overall, that score, and that, you know, there's only one thing to say in regards to that domination there on Sovereign. That's all I have to say in that matter. But you know, it was a great match for both these teams. Obviously, one can be the winner. Let's just quickly talk about though, you know, Immunity. June 20 to 22nd, so 3 days across the board. They'll be over at MLG Anaheim, of course, back in LA, where they were for the champ sort of things, close to the Disneyland this time around. It's actually just pretty much across the road, the venue from Disneyland and all that. And all the fast food places are there. I went in that area, had a look at the fast food, went to Disneyland myself at the champ side of things. They're going to have a great time. You know, hopefully we'll get to see some good footage. You know, I know Buzzer wants to collect some footage there as well. So congratulations to them for winning not just this series here, but for getting that chance to go over to MLG, like we said, during ACL Brisbane, they did achieve that choice, you know, that chance to go to MLG Anaheim, and it's what they've all wanted to do for a while now. So they'll be heading to that. Not only that, you know, it's a 70K prize pool they're in. There's no entry fee for them, I don't believe. You know, the entry fee for teams is usually like the minimum's $320 if you get in straight away, and the maximum's like $500 at the door. So that's a fair bit of money just for a team to be able to play, and that's in the open brackets. I think the pro brackets, it's like free entry to get. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But, you know, it's going to be interesting to see, and I know all of Australia will be backing them no matter what. And no matter what sort of fan you are, I know some people are like, oh, you know, we don't really want to support them because of this and this and this. They're representing Australia in that regards over there at the event, so do get behind them, do support them for that. Obviously, got to give some shout-outs, though. Myksta, big shout-out to you for joining us for the casting here today. Dr. Curry was in there this morning as well on production, and we do have ACL Beware who was there all day production-wise. We had Hoggy and Neon as well from the ACL team running on some admin side of things, and obviously all the admins from MLG and Gab also helped us sort this one out. That was, of course, the second official ACL 2K series, but it's not over yet. In July, on July 6th, which is the Sunday, it's 2 weeks prior to the ACL Sydney event. It's going to be another 2K series. So, you know, there'll be an official announcement. I did get permission, even though I didn't announce it myself. I got permission after I said that, and I'm like, you have permission to do this now. Anyway, July 6th is going to be a Sunday. Next 2K series for ACL to end up with some more pro points. And pro points do matter coming into seeding. Now, that being said, all of Immunity get 10,000 pro points per player just for attending MLG Anaheim. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're going to have to take like them 10,000 away when it comes to seeding for Sydney. I think just to try and even it up in that regard. I'm not sure what's going to happen there, but you know, just keep an eye out for the official announcements and be sure to sign up for that as you guys always have been. We got a new record. I think it was 46 teams today.
48.
48. So 48 teams. Let's see if we can break 50. Let's see if we can get the max 64. I think it's 64, 65 teams is what you can have maximum for the whole competition. If we get that for one comp, I might even throw in some prize money of my own. I might sort of give you guys some prize money just for the simple fact of that. It'd be interesting to see, in my opinion, single in competition. But we'll wait and find out. Until next time, of course, Bio Acid joined by Myksta on behalf of everyone here at ACL. Hope you had a good time. We're out of here.